The Grimwade family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling life, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hezzy, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie, and I ain't forget that has a rage and the family.
Yes, Grimwade Gang, happy new year, happy 2020.
Happy new year, guys.
Yes, so we thought we would start the new year with a recap on our highs, mostly our highs, but we might put in a couple of lows because you know it goes hand in hand.
Real out here.
Yeah, but you've lived it with us, so we thought we would start by going through a little list. Ella has a list here on the phone. Yeah, real professional. But yeah, so we're going to start off with one of our biggest highlights of 2019.
Yeah, as a family, I think you guys would agree the biggest thing that's happened to us this year is that baby number 6.
Baby number 6.
She is on her way. She's almost fully cooked now. So yeah, that was we've got like 8 weeks left.
Oh,
so,
8 weeks. Oh, and you started a new Instagram for Baby H.
I did.
H Grimwade.
Yes, I did. We'll put it.
Tell them about it, man.
Okay, so basically, I've started an Instagram for Baby H Grimwade. Now we're telling you something in that that her name is going to start with an H, and basically between now and the next 54 days, the countdown is on. I'm going to be posting like just little pictures of her, what you can see so far, the belly, and just little things on her story. So make sure you go and follow her, which is at Baby H Grimwade. So.
And I think Ella's plan is also after she's born to continue posting her progress there. So yeah,
she'll have her own page of her own.
There you go, gangster.
So yeah, that is one big thing that happened for us. Obviously, all the highs and lows that were involved in that, with starting out as twins and then obviously losing one, and that it's just been a bit of a journey to say the least.
It's definitely been up and down. Like we obviously were over the moon that we were having the new baby, but at the same time gutted that we had lost one of the twins, and we still are. But you live and you got to crack on. Do you know what I mean? You just you literally got to push through.
But I think the way that we dealt with it as a family, all the children involved, and if you're wondering where they are, they were just doing their various bits of chores and stuff in the other room. So yeah, I think it really helps the family to like deal with a big situation together, because we don't hide the pregnancies from the kids in the first place or anything. So they saw all of it basically. But we are here with baby number 6 on her way, and that is definitely a high from the year.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, moving on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Moving on. I think for us as a family, the business is growing, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's a lot down to you guys.
It's massive thanks to you guys. Without you guys, there'd be no us guys. So
of course, so we have to thank you, Grimwade Gang.
Thank you so much. 163,000 subscribers.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
and
whoop.
babe, you look back on how many we did have. It was about 25 in February of 2019.
Which is just
and
mad.
By the end, it was 163,000.
And the same on our Instagram. Like you've helped us grow massively, and for us, that's just you guys are helping to support the life that we've always wanted to have.
For our family.
So that's a big deal. So
we
definitely thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for that, Grimwade Gang. Then moving on, what's next? I would say that from various situations we've been through as a family on like a more personal level, some things that for sensitive issues we haven't been able to share on our YouTube, that we've really had to communicate better and really be each other's support better. Yeah,
and I think, sorry babe to cut you, but I think even as a couple that has been together for X amount of years, you can always do better.
Of course.
You can always do better, and communication is usually the biggest breakdown in a relationship, you know, that goes wrong.
Because every other topic stems off it. If you're not talking, then you're not going to talk about what needs to be spoken about.
Exactly that. So thank God, you know, he is still giving us wisdom, still, you know, increasing our understanding. And
I think he's taken us to places where I just had the image of like a desert in my mind. So throughout this year, there have been places where we felt maybe very alone. And where we've been forced more so to trust in the Lord. And as much as, you know, God is almighty, but for us sometimes it feels like it's not easy to trust just blindly. Do you know what I mean? But we've definitely been challenged in that way, and I think we've made steps forward in improving in that area this year. Well,
we hope
not this year, last year.
Yeah, we're in the new year.
Yes. Yeah, precisely. So moving on, I think we'll start touching on like some of the kids' like individual achievements. So for Hezzy, he basically has been able to win tournaments with his team, obviously, in both age groups.
So Hezi plays for Chelsea, if any of you guys don't know, Chelsea Academy.
Fill in the background.
And yes, he's been out going abroad to various tournaments, and you must have seen some of it, Grimwade Gang, on our Instagram, the Grimwade family, or at the Grimwade family. And he's had triumphs in that. He's most recently won a player of the tournament when he went out to Spain, and that is obviously a huge deal because that's out of everyone who's there, and that's an individual award, so you have to work hard for that. Precisely. And he did, and it's good, but at the end of the day, it is only a stepping stone to step on to get to your next triumph.
Yeah, and I think something that we try and keep as a standard for our family is that once you achieve something, you don't just stay there. You're always just trying to push on to the next next achievement and getting better.
And I think sometimes that can come across a bit like maybe we don't appreciate the things we go through or we achieve. However, it's never that. No. It really isn't. It's just that we are about getting to the next place, man.
Move on up.
Yeah, all of that. So yeah.
I think also just for the kids, like with their homeschooling, they've definitely, sorry, excuse my phone, I should have had it on airplane mode.
So good.
They've definitely made improvements, like so Hezi in his maths, which was not his strongest subject. His strongest subject was the reading. Yeah. And then for Hosanna and her reading, she's definitely improved. And I think on her 7th birthday,
Hosanna's smashing it with
she'd said that she wanted on her 8th birthday to be able to read her birthday card. And I think as long as people don't do too squiggly writing, she should be able to read them now.
Yeah, so, she had a good go at like Christmas cards and stuff like that, and she's getting through them. So it's good, man. It's good. It's just really good. Hallie, yeah, she's just...
she won't let nobody beat her.
No, she's always like, if someone's on here, I'm trying to go here. And that is one of the best characteristics you can have, like, because you're always going to be, it is exactly that. So
and then for the girls, obviously you guys saw them, I think you saw it on our YouTube a bit, but more so on our Instagram with their cheerleading that they started this year. Of course now they've moved into dance, but whilst they was doing cheerleading, they won gold 3 times.
How many competitions did they have? They had 4.
I think they had 4 competitions, and they won gold 3 times and silver once. And Hosanna always says at this point, I'm not so happy about the silver. But
she's I'm still till now unhappy with the silver. And again, those are the kind of things as parents we would want to hear from our children.
And we're really proud of like, when we hear them say stuff like that, isn't it? But that was a big achievement for them, because I think especially having an older brother who's always in competitions, always in competitive situations, it was a bit of a good challenge for them to see if they could rise to the occasion, and they smashed it.
And they did.
Which we're really proud of them for. So it's all good.
Absolutely. Next
we are moving on to you, my dear.
Oh, mate.
What have you achieved this year? So this year, I would say that a big achievement for Tim is that he and one of his good friends went abroad and did your first
we filmed our first wedding.
Yeah, you videoed
we
your
were
first
the videographers.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
So the videographers for a wedding in Italy.
And it came out amazingly, just awesome. Like literally, teammate 1 to like, when he's done good work, he's always thinking of moving on to the next thing. And when he showed me this video the other day, I was like, wow, that is like, to have that on your resume as your first wedding, that is crazy. Like, it was just so awesome. And I think your skills in that have really progressed, and in your photography as well,
which I
because you've been putting up great videos and photos for a while, haven't you? So high fives, well done for that.
Trying a thing. But as Ella says, I'm not always the greatest at bigging up my own achievements. When it's banter, I can banter for days and we can go back and forth. But seriously, I am always just grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be in the situation that the Lord's blessed me to be in this family, despite highs, lows, and all indifference, in between. And I just want to keep getting better, and also I just want to set a precedent for my family. Yes. So, if they look to me, okay, what's Dad saying? Like, what's my husband saying? Is he driven when I'm not feeling so great? What's the example I've got to look to? And God willing, hopefully doing all right.
Yeah, no, I think they do fantastic. And, you know, we are all a work in progress, but babes, you're definitely setting a great example for us as the Grimwade family, so thank you.
Thank you, my darling.
Sorry, do you know what just comes to my mind? Hallie will not forgive me. I know we've moved on to the adults, but Hallie will not forgive me if I do not mention that this year she really smashed her first acting role. So my cousin Rochelle Humes has launched a brand called My Little Coco, and basically she approached us to see if Hallie could take part in acting for the advert. And Hallie was like, yeah, she had lines that she had to learn and whatnot. And we'll obviously show it all on our socials when the time is right. But yeah, Hallie did that and she smashed it, didn't she?
I
couldn't believe how well she did.
The crew members couldn't believe.
Precisely.
Like, Rush was like, you're coming for my job, darling.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But I think that's been amazing for her. And I think just being in this whole environment and seeing herself on screen and whatnot has really helped boost her confidence, which is a great thing. So well done, Hallie, for that.
Big up, Hallie. Well done, mate.
Yeah. Moving on to myself, it's kind of myself and the girls. So like you've seen us achieve a lot of things with hair this year. So I've learnt to cane row, which I've wanted to be able to do for years. And
sorry,
finally...
I've got to pause you there, right? Because Ella has always been good at hair, right? So she sits here and she says, I've been able to achieve. Basically, Ella's being able to achieve comes down to doing it.
Yeah, basically, of course. Like, so at the end of the day, I've always wanted to be able to cane row because that gives you a lot more opportunities to be able to do different things in people's hair. If you wanted to do a weave, if you wanted to do different cane row hairstyles, whatever it is. Like, now I've got that skill. It can still get better because there are some days I do the hair and I'm like, yeah, it's not great. But yeah, I've been able to learn how to do that this year. And also Hosanna was quicker. Hot, what's the saying? Hot on my tail or something?
Yeah, well, like, yeah, definitely.
She's learned how to cane row as well. And of course, we've got them practicing and they've got little dolls' heads.
That was a bit of a Hallie moment where it just came out of the blue as well. Exactly. Like you had an opportunity and you just took it. Like,
yeah, precisely. So and then Hosanna, Hallie and Harper can both braid now, so single plaits as well, which is fantastic. Like Harper literally learnt that in one day.
Yeah, it could really come in handy, especially in our family.
But there's so many heads of hair to do. Precisely. So that's been an achievement for us. For myself, I feel like my confidence is definitely built up in going out to events.
Because you've had a few events that you've had to speak at.
So I've had one main event that I had to speak at myself, like literally on the stage speaking when I was talking about what we've gone through, the disappearing twin and all that sort of stuff. But then just generally going to events and just networking with people because you might have been away. Like I know there's one that I had to go to, you was away on tour with Hezi, or maybe it was just specifically for women. But I've really enjoyed taking that time, like, I don't want to say away from the family, but taking that time to kind of work on things for myself as a person that I feel like maybe you can, as a mum, sometimes ignore when you're just focused on chatting to kids all day. Or, of course, I'm blessed to have my husband around all the time, so I don't have that thing that some mums have where they're like, well, I just wish I had an adult to talk to throughout the daytime. But, you know, this is my comfort zone. So going out and talking to others, that's been something that I've worked on this year, and I feel like I'm...
smashed it.
In that.
No, smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. And again, like I say, Ella's thing is just going out and doing, but really, that's like for most people, you've got to try stuff. If you don't try, you never know. Do you know what I mean? So. Also, we've made some new relationships this year. Like we're, you know, some people that we never thought we'd come across.
Exactly, and hopefully those relationships will just continue to grow, and hopefully we'll be able to share more of the fruits of those relationships with you guys over time.
In due course,
And now I haven't got the name on my list, but Mr. Hazariah Rue, what has he achieved this year? What hasn't he achieved this year? Basically, that wasn't scripted, guys.
No, it wasn't.
Guys, you have seen literally Hazariah be born and grow on camera.
Yeah, exactly. He's done it all on camera. He's walked at 9 months. Way before any of the others
did.
His
speech,
talk, he's spoken before anyone else. His speech is incredible, as you guys are always so kindly pointing out.
Definitely so. He can count to 10, definitely so.
He's
Again,
not
if
two
you follow
yet.
us on our Instagram, you would have seen that. He's not 2 yet. No, he'll be 2 in a matter of
He's got
3
like
months?
3 months, so he's still got a quarter of the second year to go.
But you can just see with Hazariah's mind, he will see something and want to achieve it. So, for example, the thing he's practicing at the minute is he sees obviously Hezi doing football and he wants to get a flick up, and he's always really trying to manipulate his foot. he goes in and he got high fives the coaches and all this sort of stuff.
He goes on the pitch as if he's going to start training. Like he's brought so much joy to our life.
Definitely so.
Not that the other children haven't, but Azariah has a charm about him that I'm sure you will all agree with.
Yeah,
that just lights as well. Up a room.
He's attentive to just little things. Like, for example, I tend to wear slippers around the house, but I've also got a bad habit of leaving them in particular places, and he always brings my slippers and says, "Here, mummy," and puts them literally on my feet. If he knows, like, we've had food on the floor together and had a blanket out, before he goes off and plays, he's like, tidy up, mummy. Yeah, and he'll pick up the blanket and fold it the best he can.
And then brings it out.
You can't ignore those things. Do you know what I mean?
No, totally, because they're receptive skills. Like you're seeing something, you're being receptive, you're accepting that info and doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
precisely. And I think this year, again, moving to us as a whole family, I think we've been a lot more focused on ideas of things that we want to expand on for 2020. So, you know, I'm not going to start naming everything just because hopefully you'll see things when they actually come to fruition. But I think having our focus in a place where we make ourselves a success. Do you know what I mean? And really, that's a lot down to you and you having discussions with us about, you know, you've got to be your own driving force for achieving stuff in life.
You do.
And that has definitely been a reoccurring theme throughout 2019 to help us all hopefully reach our highest that we can.
The best us, the best versions of us that we can be. Do you know what I mean?
And
we hope the Grimwade Gang would continue to expand. And that we would just
inspire you, hopefully.
Absolutely, 100%. Like, that's what we hope our channel does for you guys.
And it's not easy, guys. Like, don't get us wrong. We don't want to sit here like, guys, you know, every morning you'll wake up, especially you live in England where it's always grey and dark, but you'll wake up every morning feeling on top of the world and raring to go, because that's not how life is. But I think doing this is good, recognising your achievements and maybe just writing them down. But also, I mean, I will say to you guys, now it's the beginning of 2020. How about you write down some goals that you want to achieve in the next year? Because we did that last year.
And let us know some of the things you would like to achieve. If you don't mind sharing, put them in the comment section below. Yeah,
of course. Or you can message us directly on our Instagram, for example, if you want to keep it private. But we did that last year, and it was quite a booster throughout the year when you looked back on the list and you realised what things we had actually achieved already.
I'm trying to think of one, because I have a feeling I was like, I wanted to reach like certain maybe 50k by the end of the year. That was YouTube. And we got to 163.
Thank you guys again.
1,000 again. Thank you to you. And then on Insta we wanted to grow. I think I said 5,000 by the end of the year. I mean 21,000.4 and or 0.5 now, isn't it? As of today, literally. So thank you again to all our new followers on there. Like, we really, really appreciate it, man. It's not a joke.
Because your support is paramount in helping us to keep this going. So we thank you guys, and I think this is a good point for us to close out on a very happy note, and thanking you guys for all the support that you've given us.
We
love you so much, guys. Please make sure that if you're not subscribed to our channel, you hit the subscribe button now
and turn on the notification bell so you know when we post a new video.
And also make sure you go onto Instagram, follow at the Grimwade family. Also go and follow
Baby
H Grimwade. Go and give her a follow and see what she has up there.
Ella Grimwade.
There you go.
Things, man. Follow us all.
Follow us all, and we'll hopefully keep you updated with everything that is going on a more regular basis.
Cool.
All right then, guys. Love for now.
God bless, man.
Mwah. Bye.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, boom.